Good morning from a very cold Northern Ireland. Very, very cold. I think I've got a cold too. A very, very short video today. Well, it might be a short video, it might be a long video, don't actually know yet. Camera. You'll notice the CCTV camera's down. This is actually a new one. The one that was up there had stopped charging. It just wasn't accepting the charge anymore. The solar system was turning on, as you've probably seen from the other videos that I've done. This unit was working and it was sending the power to the camera via that USB cable, but it just wasn't taking power. So I'm going to bring it home. I think it's too cold to charge. I think that's actually what the problem is, because it's a lithium battery. It really hasn't got that warm here, so I have a funny feeling that with it being so cold, it just wasn't charging. So I'm going to bring the old one home. It's in the van, and I'm going to install this one. And what I'm going to try is put this little the solar panel that comes with the camera, just to see if it can trickle charges at a lower rate, if it'll do it. So I'm going to try that anyway, because it is quite sunny today, but it's absolutely freezing. I brought this radio antenna as well. Now I'm not going to try that today. That's going to be for another video. But I'm a licensed ham radio operator, so what I want to try to do, which funny enough I've only ever done it here once, but I put the mast up and I've done 2 meter VHF radio from here before, from the bunker, from below ground. But I want to try doing 2 meters, and I want to try doing HF radio as well. So I'm going to put an HF antenna up and do radio from below ground. But that is for a later video. That's when it gets a wee bit warmer and drier. So yeah, I'm going to put this camera up. I need to do a little bit of tinkering here, because that wire, I need to remove this and get all this pulled out, because I'm going to completely rewire this inside just to see. It could be the USB cable fault, I don't know, but I'm going to pull all this out, and then eventually I'm going to run a new cable. So instead of having the big long USB cable, I'm going to have 12 volt power over there. So I'm just going to pull all this wiring out and hope that at least I've got the camera never went flat. It was down to, I think it's down to about 23% this morning. But the battery just dropped in power. It just dropped all the way down. And it came down to, God, I don't know, yeah, 23%. But it was up at 90 about 2 months ago and over Christmas. And then boom, just dropped right down. But let's just try this and see what happens. Okay, I apologise for the glare, but there's nothing I can do with the sun, unfortunately. We'll sort of stand in front of it. Right, I've removed all the power from out of here. So the way I had it done was with just a USB going into just a 12 volt receptacle. So that's all been removed from in there. There's going to be 2 core cable. I'm going to run out of there all the way over to there, that hole. And that goes into the junction box outside. So that'll be a 2 core cable. And then I'll buy a USB, a 12 volt to 5 volt step down little box, and that'll have 2 USB sockets on it, and then the camera will charge off that eventually once I've sort of, now I know this works. This has been working absolutely fine. It outputs power, no problem at all. So it is just the camera. So I'll have to find out if 1, the camera is either faulty, or 2, it's just too cold and it's not accepting a charge. So I'll bring it home, I'll bring it into the shed, and I'll charge it in that and see if it works. And then if it is working. Right, well, it's a couple of hours later, and unfortunately this camera is toast. So this is the old camera. It's on 19% battery and it just won't take a charge. So I've tried various different USB cables. I've tried hooking it up to the solar panel and it's just not working. So what I was hoping is that I was going to have 2 cameras, and that I could just leave the sort of solar system completely alone. So the camera would just sit there, and once the battery level got low enough, I would just swap the cameras over. So there'd always be one at home fully charged, ready to go. Which is a little bit of a stupid way to do it, but yeah. So that's quite annoying. So that's 220 quid or something down the drain. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here overnight and see if anything changes, but no, unfortunately, I think this one's a lost cause. Go outside again. So I undid those screws at the side and pulled that cable out and pulled it through. So I'll tidy all this up again, get the new camera up, and I'll put the little spare solar panel on the roof for a while and just see if it trickle charges in the cold weather, so I'll know that in the winter time next year I'll just throw that solar panel up onto the roof and that can charge it then during the winter. So yeah, I'll get the new camera up, get the new cable run, and I'll be back in a wee minute. Okay, there's the well, new camera, replacement camera up. Solar panel is just up there on the roof, and everything seems to be fine. Now that solar panel is only temporary. That's screwed to a concrete block just to hold it down, and hopefully it's okay there. Now yeah, the camera is working, and I'm going to put a little picture up here just to show that you can see that it is charging, and the little icon there in the corner means that it's connected to a solar charger and is taking a charge. So I know that it is working. And then inside at the moment nothing is, the solar is powering nothing. Well, I'll tell a lie actually, it's powering that. The little box that lets me check it from anywhere in the world via 4G SIM card. So at the moment that time clock is switched off, I've turned that off. So the solar is just charging the battery. And that's it, that's all it's doing. So I'm going to rewire this next time, and we are going to try the radio next time. So yeah, now the weather's a wee bit better, I can start getting back here a bit more often and making more videos. I know it's been a couple of months since the last time I did one, so I'll be back doing that again. It's trying to remember to actually record video. I do come to the post quite often. I sort of forget to record videos. I do the job that I need to do and then go, oh, we really should have made a video about that, and then I forget. But yeah, another couple of things I need to do over here. The storm, this was lying on the ground, and that's for the internet below ground. That had blown off, and the connections, all the terminals are really, really rusty. So I'm going to have a look at those, clean those up, and maybe put self-amalgamating tape around those connections with some lithium grease on them, just to protect them, because they or silicone, because they don't look good, the connections. So I have to check them just to make sure they're okay. If not, I'm going to have to run brand new cables. I'm going to have to buy them first and then run them. I don't really want to be spending more money. Other than that, everything else in the compound is fine. The electric fence, the solar electric fence, wasn't enough sunlight to keep it charged, so it went flat. It's at home, fully charged, ready to come back, but there's been no cattle in the field since last year, so, and it's a bit too cold for the moment, but they'll be back soon, so I'll have to bring that back and get that hooked up again. Yeah, other than that, everything is absolutely fine. Glad to get that camera going, because I was worried it was starting to get far too flat, but it's all repaired now. And that's everything. Yeah, so next video we will be repairing that. We will be doing the wiring, getting that done, and then we will be playing some radio from down below ground, because that doesn't happen very often anywhere, that we get to do amateur radio from a nuclear bunker. So we'll get that done in the next video. So yeah, that'll be done soon. Hopefully we'll do that this weekend, all being well. If the weather's nice, we'll get that done this weekend, and that video will just go up straight away. There'll be no time scale. It'll just go straight up whenever it's recorded. So yeah, I'll as always thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.